In the list of Obsbot tail air accessories on their website, they offer something called ND filters, neutral density filters, which control how much light is being let into the lens so that you can control how much exposure in your live streaming. There's a couple of reasons that outdoor streamers need to consider an ND filter set from Obsbot Tail Air. One of those is streaming in full sun. If you've ever had to set up your camera so that the evening sun, or even for a baseball tournament or outdoor tournament type stuff, morning sun just wreaks havoc on your shot. The lens flare, that glare you get off of the sun, is very difficult to manage, hard to see what you're shooting at. Our football field at my hometown is reversed from most football fields, so that the home team actually takes evening sun. We're facing the west on the home side, which is backwards from almost every football stadium that you see. And it creates a very difficult shot, especially at the beginning of most of our football games. So the ND filter, neutral density filter, the pack from Obsbot comes as a 4, an 8, a 16, and a 32, and included in that pack is a counterbalance weight in case you need it on the back side of the PTZ head to keep any jitter from happening. They've thought through this, and they've provided a really good accessory here. Let's look at what some of the effects are of putting these ND filters on your Obsbot Tail Air. With the sun behind me, you can see what an ND32 is doing for us. We'll look at the different results from each of the 4 that come in this kit. We'll back that 32 down to a 16. All right, and then from a 16, we'll move back down to the 8. All right, gonna have to stop this because I've got company coming. From the 8, we'll come back down to the 4. All right, and that's with the sun to our back. We'll look at the sun facing us in just a moment. This is the 4, so it's the least powerful light blocker in the kit. So we're going to go from 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. 4 out with an 8. All right. So already my skin tone is a little bit less washed out. Try to get the shadows off of my face there. It's really bright in my eyes though, so see how that goes as we move along. I am not having to use the balance weight on the back of these. It's included in the kit, but I'm just snapping them on and off and not worried with the balance one because it's not giving any kind of difficulty or jitter to the camera head, camera lens. All right, so from the 8, let's move up to the 16. Yep, there's the 16. We're starting to see some really good results there. All right, and so right quick before this company comes in, let's check out the 32. All right, now the 32, which really does bring us back to a much more acceptable level. So how are we going to use these little ND filters that come in this accessory kit? Well, they're magnetic. They actually just clip on the face of the lens, clearly labeled as to the level of filter each one is. 4, 8, 16, and 32. The counterbalance is here in the center of the accessory kit, and it just snaps on the back of the head of the Obsbot Tail Air. And it's a little bit of trial and error. Set up your camera, set up your shot, face it the way it's going to be facing, and then try and see which one of the levels of filter you need. And it's just as easy as putting one on and taking one off and putting the next one on, looking at your screen and getting that shot that you're looking for. And then you're set up and you don't have to worry about it when the sun goes on down or the sun comes on up and gets out of that range where it's creating such a difficult shot. All you have to do is go over and click it off of the lens, and you're good to go on a much easier to set shot.